Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to show you some resources related to certification of SC-200, which is by Microsoft, and how to clear it, and what are the sources where you have to focus and what are the things that you should know before appearing for this exam. Okay, so the scope defines for this exam is that you have to should have the knowledge of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, Microsoft Defender, that is for cloud, should have knowledge about KQL, which is for doing analysis on the data and for log analysis as well, and should have knowledge about the Azure Sentinel. So I have written a write-up where I have put all the resources related to Defender, Azure Defender, and Azure Sentinel and KQL. We do have, Microsoft does provide you on its official website some interactive guides for the understanding of all these things, so that before you appear for the exam, you'll be able to pass through that exam in the first attempt. You don't have to appear for the second time. Okay, so the important points which I'm going to first show is you should be having some information related to what are the tabs and what are the exact platform of Microsoft Defender. The interactive guide actually shows you and lets you through the tool set so that you can have some virtual interaction on the tool set, so that you can understand how and things and why the things are conducted on Defender, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, KQL, using KQL, and on the Azure Sentinel. And okay, let's begin with the links. Okay, so these are the official documents by Microsoft that provides you for the certifications so that you can have some understanding. And here for the endpoint, I will tell you that there has been a lot of things, but the important things which you know is you should have some understanding about the attack surface reduction. Then for the hunt threats, we will look what are the key things that we should consider. Okay, yeah. In the Microsoft Defender portal, you should have some understanding of the hunting and advanced hunting. You will not be able to create your own account on this platform as it is a paid one. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at this interactive guide, which is for the Microsoft Defender endpoint. You have to go through this so that you can easily understand that. I'll show you how exactly it looks.
In this video, you'll learn how to increasing organizational.
As you can see, these are the interactive guides which provides and takes you through it's more like a walkthrough that helps you understand which are the tabs and what they exactly do.
Resilience. Score.
So
Microsoft
it does have some audio along with from where to where you have to navigate.
Next, select the security record.
So I'm going to pause it right now. And let me check if there are any other things that we have to see. This is the summary. It also, these links also at the end of the page, at the end of every article, it provides you some knowledge check where you can do these questions and check that whatever the answers matches and whether you have the clarity for the same concept or not. So these are the things that these articles and documents by Microsoft for SC-200 provides you. And for threat detection, so this is the thing that is for Azure Defender that also provides you some understanding. And let me check what are the more things that you should know about it. So okay, so from here, this document provides you understanding and explains you what Microsoft Defender for Cloud is. Here you should have a good understanding of cloud workload protection. There are many questions that comes in exam related to this thing. And after that, you should have some understanding of the resource types. What are the resource types and which are the OEM tools included in that. Some understanding of hybrid cloud protection, what it is. And then let's check what are the things? Okay. There has been some descriptions related to the same cloud workload protection. You should go through this description because some related indirect questions may appear in the exam, and if you don't have the clarity, you won't be able to crack the exam. And you should have some understanding of the architecture as well, because it helps you understand get some understanding about the non-Azure servers and Azure servers, what are the deployments. Okay, yeah, do have some understanding of network map structures as well. And let me check. Okay, yeah, as I mentioned that you have to also go through this interactive guide. Do make sure that you go through the videos because it helps you understand, helps you get the virtual understanding of the tool set. And yeah, Azure portal. See, by clicking at this particular Azure portal, you can log in, create your own free login account for 1 month. Hardly 2 rupees will be deducted from your credit card or whichever card you are using. That subscription is valid for only 1 month, and you can make use of that validity for 1 month round, and in that you can practice about related to Azure Defender and Azure Sentinel as well. So this does help you about getting understanding of all those things, because you are appearing for exam not only to pass through this exam but to also implement it in make it as an application, because it may happen that in some other organization or wherever you are working you may have some knowledge about this. So clearing the exam is a different part, and having a practical aspect and knowing having the knowledge of the tool set is a different thing. So here you can also check your knowledge. This is important. Make sure that you definitely do this one because it does help you have the understanding. And yeah, this is another interactive guide. Okay, and yeah, this is the thing, it talks about the KQL. Earlier to this, we discussed about Azure Defender and Microsoft Endpoint Defender and interactive guides that I have shown you. Okay, but in KQL, it is similar. This language is similar to SQL. Those people who have the understanding of SQL, they will be able to have the understanding of this particular KQL very easily. Actually, it is used to perform analysis on the data, to create analytics workbooks and perform hunting in the Microsoft Sentinel. Okay, this basically does help in threat hunting and having the threat intelligence, and also helps to analyze logs, data, and incidents checking and all those things. Also helps to create the detection rule as well. So you can see this particular guide provides you some understanding, but I'll show you what are the spectrums that does it cover. It is providing you understanding of let statement and what's about the operators like search operator. Then there will be more to it, like where operator will be there, order by will be there, project will be there, extend will be there. Different things will have a different understanding. So please go through this particular, because KQL is also important. In sometimes what happens is in the exam you get a higher percentage of higher questions from the KQL section, because it may depend that sometimes you will get least questions, sometimes you will get maximum questions. So do prepare this KQL portion well. And you don't have any interactive guide for KQL, but other than that you have interactive guide for Azure Sentinel, Azure Defender, and Microsoft Defender Endpoint. So this is the introduction. See, here the introduction is related to Microsoft Sentinel. Okay, I'll show you what are the important concepts that comes in exam from here. These are the things, these are the documents just to make you understand what are the things related to SIEM solution, SWOT solution, and why Microsoft Sentinel is used for threat hunting as well. So it is going to provide you how Sentinel works. And yeah, important things in Sentinel is related to data connectors. You should have the understanding of data connectors. What is syslog and common event format, which is unparsed data, and this syslog is unparsed data. Why the vendors prefer this kind of log analysis format of data. So log retention is also there. As you can see in the images, you can see the KQL will be written over here, and this KQL, after running, it provides you a particular section of data from the table. So this is why the log retention is used. Workbooks will be related. And yeah, the second most important thing after data connector is analytics alerts. You should have the understanding of how the alerts is created, why it is enabled, how the data is fetched, why the data detection rule is created based on the threat hunting hypothesis. So these are the things that is important. Okay. And the second thing important is in exam you may get a similar kind of images from incidents and investigations. So do have some understanding of this one. And automation playbooks. No. Okay. So the next part is going to provide you why we use the Microsoft Sentinel. So it provides you talks about certain features because of which we are using, and the last one is the knowledge check. So this one, please make sure you do the knowledge check for your own understanding. After which we have other things. Okay. So the last 3 documents from Microsoft for the Sentinel is more important, and because it is completely dedicated to data connectors, as I've already mentioned that data connectors for Microsoft Sentinel is important. So it's going to provide you with what type of data connectors are used, vendor data connectors, what data messages are used to do the analysis. You have a lot of architecture structure from where the data is pulled and pushed, and then the analysis is done using the Microsoft Sentinel workspace. So these are the things that is important. And view connected was how the connection is made. Then in the rest part, knowledge check will be there. Okay, so now in this introduction, I'm definitely sure that you're going to get an understanding of the analytics alerts. So here in this section, the deployment of Sentinel is mentioned, how, and I mean by using the custom deployment, how it is done. Usually what happens when we use the free trial for one month, it is valid for 1 month. You have to create the resource group. Along with that, in the Microsoft Sentinel, you have to create the workspace for your same. So these are the 2 things that is important that you have to do, so that you can then configure the connectors and then do the analysis using the platform. Okay, I'm just looking for a particular thing. Rule set creation, all other things. Okay, sorry for that. Let me just check. I'm just looking for analytic rules where it is written. Yeah, these are the things that you have to understand, that you have to get understanding after the data connectors. Definitely look at the analytics rules, that what are the types. See, schedule alerts are the most common thing because it provides you do the own query and customize it. So it is preferred depending upon the situation. And okay. Okay, yeah, creating the analytics rules from the templates. It is important. See, from the article, I mean, from the document of Microsoft, do have an understanding of how the creation of analytic rule from the template is done. Custom schedule analytics. No, this is not that important, but still. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, fine. On the 6th unit of this page of this particular doc file from the Microsoft, do read completely about this custom schedule analytics rules, because this is the most important things and it is used for a lot of times, where you have to create the general tab. You have to set the rule logic tab as well. You have to also look into the alert enrichment, then querying, scheduling, alert threshold, then event grouping, suppression, then incident settings, and how the automation and other review creation is done. Because this does help to create detection rule based on the hypothesis and understanding, I mean, after analyzing the incident and other things. And these are the things that provides you additional information about how to manage the analytics rules. Can it be edited, disabled, or duplicate deletion is done on the rules created. So these are the additional things. And the last one, let me check. Okay. So these are the exercises. You can also look into this. And the last URL that provides you understanding, it provides you understanding of description on the threat hunting concepts. That by threat hunting, I mean this concept, this hypothesis is used in with respect to Microsoft Sentinel. How Microsoft Sentinel is used to do the understanding of hypothesis and concepts with respect to a threat hunting. So this is just a general information that you have to look into. You can see there the diagrams related to and develop hypothesis, how to do it. It's going to provide you a brief understanding of how it is done, because as we know that hypothesis is a time bound thing, so we should have some understanding before applying ourselves to the Microsoft Sentinel. Okay, and we will go back to the Medium article from where I've provided all other things. So I will provide you this particular Medium article so that you can have a good understanding of the exam. It has right from the scratch, like what are the sources that you should use, the exam pattern, total marks, how many retakes are there, the types of questions that you get, important terms which may appear in the exam and you may get confused if you don't have the understanding of this particular thing. So you can see there are a lot of things that I'm going to provide you in the description box. Okay, let me check if I'm missing anything. Okay, yeah, no problem. So that's all for today, people. If you're preparing for your SC-200 exam, just prepare all the contents from here and remember to also practice the Google dumps. In Google, you may type like SC-200 dumps. So you will get a lot of recent dumps and that you have to practice. Even if you don't register for any of the URL, you may get a lot of free resources, free questions with answers that you can practice, and it is definitely going to help you clear your exam. So remember that with all of these URLs along with this Medium article, you have to practice the SC-200 dumps so that you can clear your exam in the first attempt. Thank you all. Please like the video and subscribe it. I make related videos related to cybersecurity and additional stuffs. Thank you.